I think bipolar is like the latest fad. Everybody and their brother is getting diagnosed with bipolar. And last time I checked, we all have good days and we all have bad. And I don't consider that an illness, and I don't consider it a disability.
There are only manic or depressive episodes within bipolar. And that's completely false. People with bipolar 2 disorder never reach full-blown mania. Instead, they reach what we call hypomania, which is kind of a lower grade of mania, but it's a totally different state. It feels very different to the person, and it's just not mania.
When you hear about bipolar disorder, how do you explain it?
That you have 2 different personalities. This is bi means 2. So you feel one way one time and...
So I think it's, I know a friend that has bipolar disorder, and he has a couple different personalities. So that's how I think of it, is somebody who has bipolar disorder will have 2 or more different personalities.
I would explain it that someone has differences in their personality. Usually it's a chemical imbalance in their brain. It's a medical condition that affects the way they act.
When a person has many different emotions that can vary like wildly.
I think of bipolar disorder as multiple personalities going from one extreme to the next.
The age percentage of bipolar disorder is 4% for adults and 2.5 for teens. Why do you think there's such a change through those ages?
As you grow and your body chemistry changes, the output of your glands might change, and the way your brain reacts to that output is going to change. So as your glands start to increase the production of certain chemicals or not have enough of certain chemicals, you might find that the person...
I think when you're a kid, you don't really know as much about yourself, and then as you're older, you learn more about yourself, and I think there's more stresses as you're older to pay your bills, take care of your family.
I think there might be some life situations, some scenarios in life that might trigger some kind of split personality in a way, or some type of grief that might split that, almost doubling between teenage life and then once they get to adults. So there might be some kind of trigger.
Probably just more stresses in your life, like financial stress, family stress, job stress.
As you become an adult, you have more freedoms in life, so you also have more choices to make. And whether or not those choices make that person overwhelmed or something like that to cause them to maybe tip into feeling those extremes.
Do you think that this disorder needs to be treated?
Yeah, absolutely. What's their true personality? Are they suppressing who they are, or is it 2 distinct personalities of what they are with bipolar, where you have from the extreme sides of I'm really, really happy, joyous, and I'm very, very sad and depressed. So there's got to be some kind of middle.
Yes, I think that it is a mental disorder. I don't think that people use it as an excuse. And I think if you're admitting that you have a mental disorder, then you really do, because most people wouldn't want to say that.
Medicine, therapy.
Yeah, medicine, therapy, whatever.
Yes,
they're comfortable.
usually people that I have known with the disorder have been very successful with medication and oftentimes therapy to help them deal with the fact that they have the disorder.
Absolutely, yeah. Medically, for sure. Going to therapy regularly, having people in their life who love them, having a steady job, a steady income, staying away from any vices. So anything, I would say like alcohol or drugs would definitely affect it negatively, so staying away from those.
I want to instinctively say yes. And I guess I don't know enough about people who have bipolar disorder. Maybe they experience the world differently and therefore are very artistic or have different means of like expressing themselves that are creative almost. But so instinctively I want to say yes, it should be treated because I guess the connotation is that it's a bad thing.
If you would describe this disorder in one word or phrase, what would it be?
I would describe it as a medical condition that creates behavioral changes in a person's day-to-day life.
Wild variation in emotions.
Difficulty in not being centered, like emotionally or physically or both.
Like an inner struggle.
Uncomfortable.